Hello everybody and welcome to Dead Cells. My name is Xinixia. We're going to be taking a look at this wonderful new roguelike. It's just come out recently. It's currently at a 15% discount on Steam for the release time. So I seriously recommend that if you like the look of this video, if you like the look of the game as a whole, go and snap it up, as it's only going to get better and more expensive, most likely. So we're just going to jump right into it here. Now it says at the bottom there you're supposed to play with a controller, but I always enjoy playing with keyboard and mouse, so we're going to do that. I have played a little bit of this already, so I'm not going in 100% blind. I do know a reasonable amount about what's going on, although I am nowhere near completed the game. So, basic sort of mechanics. You run around, smash down doors, double jump, talk to this one. Lost our head now, did we? And you can't talk either. Well, nothing to say for yourself? Ah, well, yes, I see the problem. I suppose you didn't think to find yourself back here. Surely you must have noticed. You can no longer die. I still don't understand. It was like this with the others for a while. Okay, can I talk to him again? You can do better than this. Okay. So then we then choose between having a bow or a shield as our secondary weapon to start with. I like the bow because I like having a bit of range to my attacks wherever possible. So we're going to go with that. Smash down the door. Now your secondary weapon is used with the right mouse trigger, the way I'm playing. So. And you're kicking the shit out of these zombies and collecting all their gems. You can also do this down smash attack, which it never tells you about. To the best of my knowledge. I might be wrong about that. And you can roll by tapping the left shift. It's a very fun way to fun game to control. You need to dodge out the way of these guys. Very fun game to control. The feeling is very the movement is very fluid. Seems very pleasant to do, and it's all very well thought out and fun. Right, so here we have a shop. We have nowhere near enough gold for any of these, so we'll just be passing straight on through. From what I've got the hang of so far, it's a very good idea to start by exploring as much as you can, and also by down smashing as much as you can. I am down smashing by holding down and pressing the space bar. These red ones will throw nasty grenades at you, and so must be dealt with extreme purity. This is a pile of gold, which is just floating in midair for some reason. These are teleporters, which you can use to teleport to other teleporters that you've discovered in the level, which I always forget about. Oh, you don't want to break this door. You can break it down as opposed to paying the 1,000 gold, but you get a curse, and curses are not particularly fun, as you can probably imagine. The shield guy is also a bit of an annoyance. You have to get behind him and then attack from behind, whilst avoiding the other guy at the same time. You get your power-ups. It's going to be a health up, which is an excellent start with. I don't understand quite why, but it gives you 41 extra health, which is an exceptionally annoying. Not as annoying as the next health upgrade, but still pretty annoying. Now we got these undead Robin Hoods here as well, which are probably the easiest enemies you're probably going to encounter in the game. If you have a ranged weapon, you can just stand here and duck. They can't hit you, but you can hit them. Because if you try and attack normally, you'll stand up to do it. But the ranged weapon you can fire from a crouching position. This is another power up here, which you can then choose. If it's just got the arrow on it, you get to choose what you do. So you can go health, strength, or skills. I'll go with strength. Gives me some more damage. Whoa. Missed that one. And here's a blueprint. Now I'll tell you more about those in a minute. Uh-oh. More dudes. Excuse me. Okay, another blueprint. A rare blueprint. Always good. Alright, so as I say, exploration is key. You can see down the map at the bottom we are almost done, I think. Don't need to go down there, but it looks nice. Another one, excellent. Oh, and that's an item I like. I've had that item already, and I like it a lot. Alright, let's move on. The Promenade of the Condemned. Very dramatic sounding. Very dramatic sounds. So I quite like the atmosphere of this game. It's a very sort of Dark Souls kind of feeling to it. With a little bit of... it's obviously a roguelike, as I said. There'll be a lot of repetition. Here's a dude. You again. Interesting. I haven't met you before. I am the Collector, and I am about the closest thing to company you will get. In exchange for the cells you pillage from your foes, I can provide you with a few useful items. If you uncover any blueprints, I may be able to provide you with some more experimental items. Now see, so that's the blueprints that I've gathered there now. But first of all, I have to invest in the healing potion. This is basically your Estus flask. And now you can invest in other things. And I'm going to go straight for the infantry bow because I like it a lot. It's a close range bow which does a critical hit every time you're nearby an enemy and fire it. Everything you buy here is yours forever. Not even death can take it from you. Simply put, if you want more power, then bring me more cells. That's your repetition goal, basically, is to fill up all his items. Now, prisoner, out of my sight! Your presence grows tiring. He's a pleasant fellow, isn't he? This fills up my health potion and gives me full health as well. Okay. So we're trying to get a bit of a feel for it. We're now on the Promenade of the Condemned. There are multiple ways to go, which will open up shortly. But at the moment, we're just going for the standard route. Oh, I can't eat the carrots. Carrots will heal you. But when you're at full health, I actually quite like that it doesn't let you waste the health items. Now you'll see what I mean about this health upgrade being really annoying. 199 health. I'm not joking. It actually says 199. I can really do with another weapon. Alright. It's really fun. It's really satisfying. The blade strikes really feel like they're connecting. Yeah, it's a good time. And it's also not easy. Like, I'm making it look relatively easy at the moment. I have played it a bit, and I play a lot of this type of game as well. And I generally just don't have a life. Ah, yeah, these guys are crazy. Now, the shields around them there, you'll see, that means that they are invulnerable, you can probably guess. This weird looking thing is the reason. Oh, and I don't like the flying thing. There we go. But it's not as easy as I'm making it look right now. I'm actually quite impressed with myself as how well I'm doing. Okay, so we got another strength up. We smash down the doors even harder. Alright. Yeah, the down strike is the most important thing that I discovered. Because I haven't... Oh, hide. Oh, what am I doing? Panicking a little bit, trying to think of something to say. Okay. Flashbang there is an accessory item, which I use by pressing E. Oh, here's another one. It's an ice grenade. So I do that, and it freezes any enemies. Freezing, from what I've learned so far in this game, is not fantastic. Why did I even come down here? I don't need to come down here. Get away from me. Get away from me. You nasty red zombie bastard. Okay. So we've got some lifts to go down, very Dark Souls style. Oh, and we seem to have also these things can sometimes give you extra abilities as well. So you'll see here the flashbang has actually given me +1 health. This gives me plus 30 damage on a bleeding target. So I've actually now got 280. Very nice. Death to you all, flying creatures. There we go. Nice. Now I don't tend to buy anything. These things I find fairly useless. And that is one thing I will say about the game that is a slight negative. There are a lot of items in the game which, at least to my brief few hours that I've played already on this, appear relatively useless. As in most of the accessory items, I don't seem to find much use for. As long as you've got a decent enough weapon and you're dodging well enough, then you should be fine. This door here is a timed door. This one, the first one on the first level, seals at 3 minutes. You'll see down on the bottom right there, just above the mini-map, there's a timer. So this first one, you have to make it here by 3 minutes in order to get through. There's other ones further on, but I'm not taking it. I'm taking it slowly. And from what I've noticed, those aren't really worthwhile running for either, because you're more likely to miss the upgrades. I'm gonna go the other way. You're more likely to miss the upgrades if you just rush through a level. And you won't get very much for it either. You get just basically money and maybe a blueprint. And you'll see there was I slashed open a block in the wall there, and it revealed a secret, which is this malachite, which gives me 300 gold on the spot, which is rather nice. You can look out for those. I'll try and see if I can spot. Whoa, that was bad. You can try and see if I can. I'll try and see if I can spot more at some point, so I can show you. I'm just gonna kill these dudes. There's something else I can show you down here. This here, on the floor there, there's a room. There's arms, and it opens a portal to a secret area. Now these I have not managed to complete any of yet, because they're hard as balls. You can kill all the enemies and make it to the exit without getting hit, and you have 2 minutes to do it in. 2.5 minutes, I should say. Look, I have to kill all of these guys. They're all standing right next to each other. Just gonna ground pound them into oblivion. Alright. Okay, now we have to make it past this. Oh, come on! I was on there! That's not fair. I thought I was doing well on that one as well. Ah! Damn it. Alright. But yeah, you get one shot at that. Now, we get our first mini-boss. In here. Alright, what do we got? He's an elite archer. He's firing 2 arrows at once. And I need to be a little bit careful, because he could really fuck you up if you just let him. Now, elite enemies will spawn small mobs that'll come after you as well, and do a lot more damage. And after they get brought down to 50% health, they start teleporting as well. So if you've brought them down to 50% health and you want to try and run away, you can't. So I now get the Vine Rune. Gives me my first ability upgrade. Permanently gives you the ability to grow climbable vines. Only in certain spots, though. See this here? Boom. Vino presto. There we go. And we move through. And another one here. Amazing how fast those grow. I'm sure there's some sort of medical research that should be being done into that. Okay, spikes, of course, which I have tested it. They do give you side spike damage, which I hate. There we go. Money. Oh, see, spikes there as well. Always be careful of where you're landing. Vine over here if you want. Now, this is one of the options of a place for you to go. I'm not going to go that way just now. I actually want to go the other route at the moment, because it does have sort of branching paths in this game. They do come back on one another again later on, but you get to choose what levels you go through, which I think is kind of cool. Nope, don't want that. Thanks for making me come all the way down here. Let's do a quick teleport. Oh, put it. Ah, grenade. Take that. Hang on a minute. There we go. I still haven't had a weapon upgrade, of course, which is always fun. Haha! Jesus! Quick one, this one. Alright. Get wrecked, sir. Yeah, they have wind-ups for all their attacks as well, so if you see one of those green zombies leaning all the way back on himself, run away, because they do a lot of damage. This is the way I wanted to go. This takes me to the ramparts. Now this is the basic, the route that you can go, I think gives you the easiest time, certainly from what I've noticed. Now let's continue, let's get one of these bows. I want one of those bows, please. Thank you. And then, yeah, then we do that. Just put it in that. Because you're not actually allowed to leave here unless you use up all your cells. Perfect. So you'll see here, the infantry bow, it's a level 2 infantry bow, does 305 damage. It's more than my sword at the moment as well. At 851 critical damage per second. Inflicts a critical blow when you strike at close range. Now this is excellent. Oh god, it's got this on it though. So I do double damage and I receive double damage. That's not so fun. So I need to be a bit careful. But I haven't been taking too much damage so far. So I might be okay. We'll find out. So you do need to pay attention to these things as well when you get them. Because each weapon does have its own little perk added to it after level 1. And that one's a bit of a bastard, really. You need to be... It's a good one for kicking ass, like, straight away. But it's not so good if you're prone to getting hit. You can see what I mean about the damage that inflicts right now. I'm one-shotting everything. Uh-oh, he's doing it. See, there you go. We're just kicking ass now. We are unstoppable. I love it. Oh, it's one of these dudes. There we go. I think they're called Inquisitors. Oh, that's another thing as well. If you bash open a door, because you can open them quietly as well, but how you want to, I don't know. If you bash open a door right next to an enemy, they will be stunned for a moment. I'm gonna go half because I'm getting double damage at the moment, and it scares me. So yeah, that's very useful as well. Ah, come on, give me something good. I want a weapon upgrade, and I specifically want the twin daggers, because those are my favorites that I've found so far. And you can just do you can pull off some really cool shit in this game as well. If you play well, which doesn't always happen to me. Oh, here's one of these secret things. See that rune on the wall? You hit it 3 times, you get a carrot. Not always a carrot. Sometimes you can actually get upgrades, like health upgrades and stuff, so it's really well worthwhile looking for them, keeping an eye out for them. Alright. Let's go. There we go. We're just wrecking everyone now. I love it. Ah! You need to be careful about damage though. Hello. Greetings! Have an arrow to the face. Okay, so this might be an upgraded version which doesn't have that annoying buff. It is upgraded, so it does more damage. Oh, it doesn't do more damage though because it's times 2. I think I'm going to keep it. I'm doing alright so far, so I think I'll actually keep my one rather than buying a new one. I'm going to take that risk. We'll see what happens to me. Oh. Piss. Now this thing is very annoying, and you have to deal with those as quickly as possible. There we go. Yeah, see, these things when they are in groups are the actual worst. They don't have a lot of health, but boy do they hit hard. I'm just going to avoid that area at the moment if I can. Hang on. I'll go down here, though. Greetings! Ah, see, they hit really hard. And that's why we don't take the double damage received. And now we end up back here, the prison of self. We go back into our body. Just that beautiful animation there.
16.
Back already? Well, it doesn't seem to be going all that well for you. No, not really. Have you noticed how everything seems a little different each time? It's randomly generated. One could think the island is alive. I wonder if... What do you make of all of this? You can do better than this. Okay, I'm going to end the first episode there. You got a brief introduction, and we'll be back, and we'll just start grinding out levels after this. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.